DJs and producers, as we enter 2024, I've been thinking about all the things as DJs and aspiring producers that you can leave in 2023. This includes all aspects of being a DJ and music producer in 2024. So let's do this. Okay, this is a big list. So let's not waste any time and get straight into it. And I'd also love to know what you think about the list, which ones apply to you, which ones are you doing, which ones you need to do, which ones you need to think about seriously. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see your comments on this one. Okay, first up, 2024 is the year you start to execute and start stuff. What have you been putting off? What are the blockers that are making you put it off? I did this one for so many years. I'd come up with all the ideas and all the content ideas and all the plans and everything, and then I didn't start any of them and didn't execute any of them, and those plans are literally worth toffee. Sod that. Start executing. When it comes to executing, you want to think about, does the idea in line with your goals? Does it push you forward, or is it just a shiny object thing that you've just found and sounds quite cool, but actually is a load of waste of time? So spend a few minutes analysing, does it align with what you're trying to achieve? Then just start it. And the first one is going to be rubbish. You're going to think it has to be perfect. It's not. It's going to be rubbish. If I look back on some of the videos we started on this channel, they're terrible. I put them out and then we got to where we are now. Better. Still not great, but better. And in a year's time, they'll be even better still. And in a year's time after that, they'll be even better still. And always remember, you can't have your 50th release without your first. You can't have your 50,000th subscriber without your first. And on that note, if you're not subscribed to this channel, then I give out tips every week on how to grow your social media, music marketing, Spotify growth, Instagram growth, and so much more. And you need to subscribe to this channel. I'm on 42,000 followers now as I'm recording this video. Come on, let's get to 50,000. We can do this. Also, last year, we brought our people that would not subscribe to the channel down so much into the 54% of people not subscribing. So let's try and get that even down lower this year. 40% of you not subscribing. Let's try and do that this year. That leads on to the next one. Perfectionism. People go on the journey with you, and you'll build a deeper connection with people that come on that journey with you because they're there from the start. Trying to make it look perfect, it never will be. It will never be finished. It will never get there. But start and then you can improve. If you're holding out putting out music because it needs to be the best, it never will be. Put it out. Does it align with your music goals? Like I said, do you need someone else to listen to it? On Mondays and Wednesdays on this channel, we listen to demos and do demo feedback, and you can submit them via my Discord server. We can give you some feedback, and if it's all banging, then start sending it out. Or maybe we might tell you, you could think about changing this. That'll give you something, that little 1% extra to push it onto it. And then start sending it out to labels and get it signed. The next one, negativity. To stay in this game, positivity is the key. You're going to get hits, you're going to get knockbacks, and you're definitely going to get rejections. Sometimes it's definitely hard to see the positive and have hope, and the best in this industry learn to recover quickly. And you think about it, when you get fitter, you recover quicker, your muscles recover faster, your body learns how to recover faster. And if you ever find yourself negative, speak to people. This has been a tough year for me personally. I'm thankful I've had this channel, my course members, my Discord members to focus on and help me through it. I feel like I've adapted so much this year and I feel stronger from it, even though it's been super tough. And when you're in the negative time, just try and ask yourself, how can I be productive? What can I do to push myself productive? Care about yourself. This one took me a minute this year and I needed to remember it. And be selfish. Look after yourself first. Next up, algorithms. The algorithms will show your content to people. And if people react to that content with certain signals, then the algorithm will show it to more people. You can help this along by sharing the content with your friends first, maybe on the platform, or by asking people when they're watching it to perform those certain social signals. I.e., can they comment on it? Can they read the caption? Can they share it to their friends? Do they like it? So if your content is underperforming, then it's your content. And in 2024, I'm going to be doing more content audits for your channels. I'll be doing that here on YouTube. And again, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. And also make sure you're shedhead in our Discord because then you won't miss out either. Next one, adapt to platforms. Social media is evolving rapidly and changing all the time. Platform features change and the way you use them change. The strategies that work in 2023 won't work in 2024, let alone the one you're still using from 2020. You need to evolve that strategy. Getting the right piece of content in the right part of the platform is so key. And it's one of the biggest mistakes I see DJs and producers doing all the time. On top of that, people's viewing tastes have changed. How they view content, how they watch content, what content they like, what's trending content. These have all changed and they change rapidly. Understand what content your audience wants to see, which might be different from the way you're using the platform. Does your content entertain or educate? Are you in your content? People react to people. And organic reach is still massively there across all the platforms if you focus on one platform and do one platform really, really well and make the best content for your audience. Next up, you've got to keep on learning and keep looking at the holes in where your knowledge are. are? What don't you know how to do? Where have you got gaps? If your music isn't getting signed, then maybe you should drop it into, like I said, one of our demo feedback sessions, which we can have a listen and see if we can give you some tips on how to improve it. Are we picking up on things that you don't know how to do? Well, maybe then you need to do a production course, help you gain those tools. Getting the tracks finished, but don't know how to market them properly. Not growing on social media. Well, I can definitely help you with those two in my course, The Artist Blueprint, and that's what we do in my course. And the enrollment is now open for 2024. And if you want to jump on a discovery call to find out if the course is right for you and chat about what you're doing now and where you want to get to, then the link is in my description. Jump on a discovery call and let's have a chat. And I hope to see you on there. Your latest track is an absolute dance floor weapon, but it's still not getting signed and still not getting picked up by the labels you want to be on. Well, that's because the track is only part of the package these days. And do you have the 4 key major areas covered? Music, network, community, content. Remember, this is a business, and some of the biggest labels will consider it a business first and make decisions whether it's a business first. Whether you believe that's true or fair or not, that's by the wayside. Those big labels are going to need you as DJs and producers to bring an audience to the table. And if you didn't see last week's video on how to become a successful DJ in 2024, then you should go and watch that one next after this one, because we go into that in more depth. Your network is the biggest thing you have. You can achieve anything with the people you know in your network. So you need to put lots of effort into building that team up of people and friends in this industry. Plan your year out. What dance music conferences are you going to? What gigs are you going to? Where do you need to meet that head of the label artist comes to your city, town or country? Not sure what a dance music conference is? Then you need to check out this video where I explain all about dance music conferences, which ones are the key ones for me, and then you can plan your year out accordingly, whether you're going to attend them or not. As I said, which parties do you need to attend? Which are the people putting them on? Who's hosting them? Who are the residents? Can you find out that and network with them and put them in your team? Want to get more music signed? Then it's about building that network. And network is so important. I can't stress it enough. This is exactly how someone got a track signed to Solid Grooves last year by some ninja networking skills. And I broke down how he did it in this video. Go and check that one out next. Want to get more gigs? And it's about your network. Want to work with other producers? Then it's about your network. And this might not just be your physical network. It could be your social media network. It could be you jumping into Discord servers and meeting people in there. Our Discord server's popping. It's got nearly 2,500 people in it. All DJs and producers, all helping each other push forward. And there's some great community building in there. So come and join us in our Discord. The link, again, is in the description. You need to be laser focused to achieve in this industry. And the best DJs and producers have a plan and they have tons of self-belief. As we spoke about last week, look back on what you've achieved in 2023 and write down all the things you achieved in 2023. And then you can start planning your goals for 2024. Also, time is really precious, and consider what you're giving your time away to. Does it help with those goals and does it push you forward, or is it a shiny object syndrome? Don't compare yourself to other DJs. You'll be on a different part of the journey to them. You might be on your part 1 and they might be on their part 20, but you can reference what others are doing and it's going to help you get the best out of your results. In our demo feedback sessions, we say to producers so regularly, you should use a reference track and see where the key points of that track are. And then you can align your sounds with those key points. And you can do that with content as well. Look at your peers and DJs' content, the ones that you really like. Download that piece of content and then look at where things happen. How many seconds in does the hook happen? When's the track drop? Look at what's working really well each of the seconds in that piece of content and reference everything. There's a great book called Still Like an Artist. It's short and you should definitely read it. It will give you definitely more insight into what I'm saying here. So many have been using AI in 2023, including myself, and it's definitely a skill you need to learn properly. Like learning to Google, learn how to use AI properly to get the most out of it. But it's not a whole strategy. Don't just make content out of AI and accept it to be great. It's not going to have your personality in it. It's not going to have you in it. And people can see through it. People know what AI content looks like these days. Think of it as a virtual assistant. It can help you do the basic tasks and it can help you do them quickly, and then you add your spin to it. It's your content and it's your music. Make it your own. Like it or not, streaming is going nowhere. So you need to make a radio edit of your track. Playlisters like radio edits. They will only put radio edits in their playlists. People like to listen to shorter versions on Spotify. It's how they consume music. When I spoke to Mr. Jam earlier in 2023, he said that he starts with his radio edit, makes that banging, and then grows out to the extended version. And it's a great way to think about making music. With radio edits, the first 30 seconds are absolutely killer. You need that hook in there because that will determine your skip rate. If someone leaves your track, that's going to damage your streaming. It's going to damage the track within the AI. Deliver both to a label and get the radio edit exactly how you want it. It's your production. They're really important. Splice vocals, love them or hate them. There have been some massive records in 2023 using them that have done hundreds of thousands, if not millions of streams. And as much as some labels say they don't sign them, they definitely do. If the track is banging, the audience is there, they're going to sign that track. For some labels, the track might be only as 10% of the equation. So what's the rest of the equation? Your audience, your network, and your connections to those labels, and your monthly listeners. So how are those numbers looking for you? If those are one of the labels that don't want to sign it, then find another one and repitch it. There are plenty of labels that will do. Sync button. Are we still talking about this? Really? When did they add the sync button? Years and years ago, and we're still going on about it. I saw a conversation about it the other day. Oh, that's like saying I'm not going to drive a car. I'll stick with the horse and cart, thanks. None of that modern technology for me, no. Like what you like and get on with it. The big analog versus digital relays, similar to the previous point. There is only a small percentage of the people on the dance floor that actually care what you're playing with and how you're playing it. The bigger percentage are there to dance, have fun, meet a girl, meet a boy, get off their face, forget about the last week, and lose themselves on the floor to the music you're playing. Find better music than worry about sync buttons and analog and digital debates. Oh, spend time finding the best music possible, please. 2023, the big word was community, and it's definitely going to be still the same word in 2024. Community is key, and building your community is definitely key. Whether it's one person or 1 million people, keep growing that community. Get involved in that community. Know people in your community, because those people are going to go on the journey with you. They're going to become your super fans. They're going to stream stuff. They're going to come to your gigs. They're going to tell other people to listen to you. So think about what content is going to build your community. If you're doing events, film the people that come to your event and know those people in your events. Once you've built the community, that's going to build the streams and sales and ticket sales. Okay, so you made a killer video for Reels, or you've sorted all the parts out for a carousel. Now make sure you've ticked all the boxes when it comes to posting, so you get the maximum potential reach. Have you added the subtitles to the Reels so people can read it with the sound off? 80% of people read it with the sound off. Have you typed out a really good caption that's got SEO keywords in it? That means that when people use the search, they're going to find that piece of content. Have you added where the location it was filmed? Have you used the collaboration feature and collabed it with some people to give it the extra reach? Have you tagged only the people that are necessary in that post and nobody extra? Have you posted a version to Facebook that works on Facebook with a caption that works on Facebook and then posted the link in the first comment because it works better? All these extras are small little percentages and are going to make your content go further. Okay, how many times have you gone online and you've seen a post that you don't agree with, that someone's spouting some nonsense, and then you've spent hours in a back and forth, commenting, arguing, giving your opinion, and essentially wasting time? What did I say about time? It's very precious. Life is too blooming short. What you end up doing is you end up in a negative headspace. You don't need to be that. You want to be creative. You need to be positive to be in a creative space, as I said. I'm going to put a caveat in this. If someone comments on your post, they disagree with that post, then that's cool. People with different opinions, cool. But don't go looking for arguments. Close the app and push yourself forward. There are so many big DJs that have been in this industry for a long time. And they built their audiences before streaming, before social media, and they built them way back. And then they'll come on social media and bang on about how they don't want to use it, how they don't like streaming, how they don't like this, how they don't like that. And their older audience will agree with them because that wasn't the way they were done in their day. That's not going to help you as aspiring producers move forward at all. So watch out for these red flags. Are they moaning about the technology? Are they moaning about streaming? Are they moaning about Spotify? Are they moaning about Instagram? Are they moaning that the content doesn't get any reach? Look at what DJs have popped in the last 3 years and look at their strategy and see what they're doing, because they've obviously popped using a strategy that really works and really builds audience. Look at what they're doing and then see how you can make it work for yourself. And you'll find those people more relevant than the people that grew their audience before all this happened. Stop overthinking your content, make it and put it out. Very few people like recording themselves. I can guarantee before I even started making this video that I had a cup of tea, I procrastinated for a minute, and then I went, oh God, I've got to get moving with it. Everyone hates making video. Just make it and start getting better. I tell you, every time I put a video out, I'm worried about 100 things from that video. And also, no one's ever thinking about you. They're always thinking about themselves. They're selfish. They're thinking about being entertained and educated. And they just want to watch something funny or entertaining. And the other thing I've seen is I've seen so many people say, I'm going to start this new, and they never do. Start that thing. Get out your own way. Make the content. Make it better. Look after yourself. This industry's tough. Burnout can happen all the time. The late nights, the parties, the alcohol, the whatever else. It can massively burn you out. And it can definitely make a little knockback into a massive knockback into you not doing anything for 6 months. You need to have a very thick skin in this industry. Realize what is a calm down and what is a mental health issue. And if it's the latter, definitely see some help. If it's the former, lay off it for a few weeks, and things will seem much more rosy. Get some exercise, eat healthy, drink lots of water. Speaking from 21 years experience, things always seem worse after a heavy weekend. And so take a few weeks away from the party, look after yourself, look after your body, care for yourself. And the same with content. Don't try and make 100 pieces of content if you're only able to make one a week. Make one a week and make it consistent and turn up every week and make that the thing you're going to do. If you didn't see my big video to launch 2024 and to get you to being a successful DJ and producer in 2024, then you need to watch this video next. Before you do that, please give this video a like. It really helps with the algorithm. Please comment and let me know what your thoughts are. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss all the videos I'm going to be putting out this year and all of my live streams. And I will see you over here in this video. Cheerio. Bye.